Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
Office Bloke Aidan.
Here we are, Office Bloke Daz Sports Edition.
Yep.
Giving you an update on our Super Bowl picks.
Yep. Oh, have you updated yours? Have you changed yours from the Ravens?
Hey, no.
Yeah.
But some games last night.
I know, right?
But all we need to talk about.
Yeah.
We need to touch on.
Yeah.
I watched the, I stayed up and watched the Bills and the Steelers.
No, well, you stayed up. It started at 9:30.
I know.
You stayed up?
Stayed up. I was like, 12 o'clock, my eyes were going. No, it was a late one, wasn't it? It didn't finish till about 1:30.
Yeah, it finishes late, but
yeah.
it did start at like 9:30 to be fair.
It did. But it was, I tell you what a great start to the game.
Yeah.
For the Bills. I'll tell you what you got to give though. You got to give props to the Bills fans.
Oh yeah.
Sitting out there in freezing snow.
Yeah, mate. That
Shit deep in snow like
you're
that.
actually digging snow to get to your seats.
I know. You've got to give them that's probably one of the top things. That's what I love about live sport. When you see fans and they want to go. I mean, I know it's a playoff game to head to the Super Bowl, but at the same time,
No, not yet.
it's on the way.
Still 2 more games.
But you're on the way. And I don't know. Are the Bills away for the next game? Are they at the Chiefs?
No,
No, Chiefs go to the Bills, don't they?
Chiefs go to the
So
Bills.
The next game's at the Bills as well. So if you when you're a fan, a true fan like that, and you're digging out snow to get to your seat, that's what sports.
What about the fans that were digging out snow the night before?
That's true.
So
That's
it's
true
prepared-
love.
so it's
and
ready
true
for the
sport
game.
fans. Yeah, I know. I props to the Bills Mafia and the Bills fans for doing that because that's
Yeah.
proper. That love that. And what a great start they got off to.
Yeah, it got a bit too close for my liking towards the end, but they.
Do you know what I've noticed though? And I don't know if this is a thing. I've only noticed this recently watching Josh Allen play. He seems to start off really fast and then dip down towards the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I tell you what, you couldn't have had a worse start for Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
It was punt,
Wasn't it like punt, fumble, punt,
fumble, punt, and then they had another fumble, which I thought was a fumble, and they
Yeah.
said he touched his helmet while he was out, and I'm like, oh, you couldn't tell if it touched his helmet. It was a tough call, that, which made obviously Bills lose all their appeals for the rest of the game. But,
Yeah, because everybody
all the challenges for the game. Yeah,
How do you only get one challenge a game?
you get 2, but I
Two.
think the first one he won because he said he wasn't. They said he was down, and then they challenged it, and he said he wasn't down. But I think when you challenge the second one and you get that wrong, you lose your first one again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was, but it was a tough one to call that because he said he touched his helmet as he was out of bounds, and I just wasn't convinced enough for me. I thought he should have stood as a fumble, and that would have been punt, fumble.
Yeah.
That'd have been just a bad start for the Steelers.
Yeah, I didn't realise that Kenny Pickett was out, to be honest. Or I don't know if he's out or if Rudolph is just picked as the better quarterback.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is there, but they were missing TJ Watt as well.
Yeah.
So they had play. I know they did have players out, but when you got Josh Allen running in from 50 odd yards or whatever it was for a touchdown.
Yeah,
it
I
just
saw a
looked
thing
too
and I was
easy.
like, I was looking on comments on like Instagram or TikTok about NFL. It was like 100% have like Josh Allen over 75 rushing yards today, especially because it's good. I think people thought it was going to be a lot more snow on the pitch as well, though. Really.
Well, the weather's going to play. I said to you yesterday, the weather's going to play a part. It didn't really there wasn't much snow on the field, but Kansas had just come out of playing. What was it, -27 in Kansas when they played the other day, and then Buffalo last night was something like -7, -8, something like that. But thick snow. I just give props to the fans for that game. But rightly so, we both thought Buffalo would win, didn't we?
Oh yeah.
We thought there might be the potential was there for an upset, but I just didn't see it. When it started, I was like, no chance.
Yeah, I don't think Pittsburgh are good enough to be in the playoffs, to be honest. Anyway.
I'll tell you what. One good thing that happened to the Giants this season, right?
How have you managed to bring the Giants into this?
I've got to say this, right, because before we move on to the next game, the one good thing the Giants have got this season, right, is better positioning at the beach on the sun lounges than Philadelphia and the Cowboys.
Yeah. they just basically had an extra
They
2
got down
weeks
early.
off.
They got 2 weeks off. Exactly. They got 2 weeks extra holiday this year, right? Compared to the other two.
Yeah.
But it's. But I think the Bills just proved there that the proper contenders for the Super Bowl. It's going to be a great game. That Kansas City and the Bills.
Oh, I'm taking the Bills.
It's going to be a proper top game.
Yeah, it always is.
Yeah.
Remember last time when it was like
I know.
only 13 seconds left and Patrick Mahomes had to get at least field goal range from the zone 25.
Yeah. And if anyone can do that, it's Mahomes.
And he did it.
Yeah, well, he's the man as well, isn't he? Sort of thing. So that's. I think just the games now leading up to these divisional playoff games now are just all set to be really, really good games. And question I've got is, shall we do a watch along for one of them?
Oh. Yeah.
What do you
I would
think?
100. Which out of any of them games?
Well, it depends what times they're on. So I'm thinking
I
the
can
one,
check.
the times that might suit us is going to be. I'm thinking
The one that starts
if
at
Green
half
Bay,
nine
if Green
on a
Bay are in
Sunday
San
or a
Francisco,
Saturday.
that's going to be late. We need the one that starts at 9:30 at night.
Probably
Yeah.
the one in the Bills again.
So I'm thinking Chiefs Bills,
That's probably the best game as well.
Baltimore. That's East Coast, so that might be a 9 o'clock game as well.
Let's have a look at what times are.
Yeah.
If we've decided them already. It is Ravens Texans, which is a 9:30 for us on a Saturday night,
Ooh,
20th of January.
no football on either. English football, I mean, talking about.
Yeah, it's the week after. Isn't
Yeah.
it? Then the late game that night is the 49ers Packers.
Yeah, thought it would be.
And then the early game, Sunday at 8 o'clock, the Lions v the Buccaneers, which is quite, I don't know, it's probably the...
I like that. I like that lineup, that matchup.
Yeah, it's a
So the late games, Bills.
Bills Chiefs, which starts at 11:30 on Sunday night.
It's a bit late, that, isn't it, for us to do that? It means we won't get out till 4:30.
Yeah, true.
But I think if you want us to do a watch along, just comment in the thing below, and I think we should do something like that.
Yeah.
I think we could probably do the either the Baltimore Texans game.
Yeah, I'll
Although I
have to
think
try and buy my Texan shirt for that one before it happens.
Yeah, we'll have to try and get something.
CJ Stroud on the back.
Yeah, we'll have to try and get something lined up before we can watch them games or which teams we're going to be supporting, so we can dress up for the.
Out
for
of
the
everyone
occasion.
left, who do you want to win?
I want Buffalo to win,
Yeah, same. It's between them or the Lions.
but I've got a feeling that Baltimore's just going to be too strong.
That's what it is. If it does get to Baltimore versus the Buffalo, it's at Baltimore, isn't it?
So before we can move any further, Wade, let's just talk about the Buccaneers. And the bye.
I'm pretty sure
Fly
I said
Eagles Fly Eagles fly team. Or Cry Eagles Cry.
Yeah, that's
one of
better
them,
one,
innit?
that, yeah. That's a better one. No, I think that I'm pretty sure I said yesterday that I can see the Buccaneers winning, but I know I picked the Eagles.
You did say it.
I know
yeah.
I picked the Eagles to win because I just thought like it's too much of. It's actually really not really. It wasn't really a long shot to say Buccaneers were going to win.
No, but they didn't just win, they battered them. I mean, they only got... With Philly got 9 in the second quarter.
Woke up and the first thing I saw on my phone when I looked at the newsroom was just Jalen Hurts sitting on the side of the bench like that. I was like,
Then
no.
you know.
I was like, no.
Do you know what? As soon as I woke up this morning, I got my phone out and I saw emails flashing up from like whatever, and I just thought, delete that. Not delete, but swipe by it. I turned my alarm off, saw my emails, and went nope. And I went, right, NFL. Straight away. And the first thing I saw was just a headline, Bucks destroy. And I was like, that's enough. Just turned it off and I thought, I'll watch it when I get to work. Yeah. But it was, I mean, the Eagles' plays were just bad. It's just the way just everything about it was just piss poor. I don't know if they're doing it to, I've had a discussion.
How has this happened?
I had a discussion on Instagram with a guy who's, I think he's an Eagles fan. And he said they're either not playing for the coach, and it's the same in all sports. If you want your coach gone, they're not playing for the coach.
I saw like before the playoffs
or
started.
just give up.
I saw like a pundit that was like professional talking about NFL. It was like the Eagles do not want to be here right now.
Yeah,
like they don't want to play.
Wow, look at the record. They lost the last 7 games.
No, they lost 6 of the last 7, didn't
6
they?
of the last 7 was it? That's just
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
And then some of them were like they lost to like the Cardinals. They lost to someone else that weren't great.
I so wanted the Eagles to win last night. I just wanted it because I can't stand Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I know.
Right, just nothing against Tampa Bay and the players. It's the owners. I just don't like what their association's
It's
about.
a pretty cool stadium though.
Don't care.
I thought it was really cool.
I don't care. Give it Giggsy to the end of the season. I just wanted Philly to win, and I wanted Philadelphia. I mean, I know they were there last year, and it's always nice to see new teams.
I quite like some of their players, to be fair. Philadelphia.
I like Jalen Hurts, mate.
I like Jalen Hurts. I like Devonta Smith.
But Jalen Hurts has got a massive contract.
I like Jason Kelsey.
Yeah. But Jalen Hurts got a massive contract for one good season, and he's not done it this season.
Well, he had a good first 11 games.
Yeah, it don't win you the Super Bowl, does it? You know what I mean?
But like he's had one good season. He had technically 1.5.
Yeah.
Let's see.
But he's got that big. He's got next season. He's got to come to the table now, big time. And I think he will because I think he's a top quarterback.
Yeah, he's one of the best. Still, really, isn't he?
But yeah, so it's unfortunately the Eagles and the Cowboys won just similar to what the Giants won this season. There's nothing.
Yep.
So there you have it. All that excitement for no reason whatsoever, right?
Do you know what's more baffling to me is that the fact that either the Buccaneers or the Lions are going to be playing in the conference game.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem right, really, does it?
But I think it's going to be Detroit, San Francisco.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be Detroit, San Francisco, Baltimore, and Buffalo.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. That Buffalo Kansas game is going to be a mint game. That
It will be. Yeah,
that's my highlight game for that round.
Yeah, 100%.
That's definitely the big giant game for me. Because I don't know who's gonna. I mean, I don't know who's gonna win out of any of them. To be honest, no one does. But you would fancy Baltimore. You would fancy San Francisco. The Lions, Bucks, and probably fancy the Lions.
You'd fancy the Lions,
but the Chiefs against the Bills, it's hard to call that.
Yeah, it is, but I'm still going for the Bills.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That'll be like a 50-50. Half the people say Chiefs, half the people say Bills. The fact that it's at the Bills, I'm going for the Bills.
Will Taylor Swift be there in the snow, shoveling?
Yeah, probably.
Shoveling what kind of snow? But anyway. But that's, there you have it, but... I think it's all coming down to these games now.
We'll be looking out for the rest of the games.
Now it's all set up.
I'm going to put my bet on for my last 8 teams each game.
Go on.
I'm going to go for. I'm just going to put my ACCA on for each game. I'm going to go for the Bills, the Ravens, the 49ers, and the Lions. Even though that won't get me much money though, would it?
No. I've never really been big on betting on the NFL.
I'm going to be...
I do over here. Did they do the same sort of things over here? Because I do the amount of throw-ins and the amount of corners in English football. I get the amount of throw-ins.
It's like over and under, isn't it?
Yeah, but I do the amount of yellow cards.
No, I know, but these are like let's say Kansas City versus Buffalo. Will Josh Allen have over 170 passing yards?
Oh right, so we can get.
It's like you just press over or under 170, but it's weird how they know how accurate the line's going to be.
Right, got you.
It's like it says like 170 over under. You'll get like 171 or 169.
Yeah, right. Right, I'll have a go at that. Anyway.
Every time I've bet on that's happened to me, so I don't know if that's just me.
So we're
really
gonna
but you know, I've just decided something in my head.
Go on.
I'm gonna take the Texans to beat the Ravens.
Do you know what?
On my bet, just so I get more money if it happens. And like, out of anyone to win, out of what I said, I think
I just can't. See
I can just imagine the Texans winning right now.
Can't see it. Not
just CJ Stroud. It's just it's meant to be. It's in the stars.
I hope it is. That's another one.
And Ravens haven't.
CJ on his rookie season.
It's always that game when they've had a week off and they're not as up to speed as Texans are right now after coming off a 45-14 win or something like that.
Yeah, I mean it'd be in there. You know, they'd be booming for it. I don't know, but the Ravens have had an extra week off.
Yeah, that means they've slowed down a bit.
Does it? Or are they nice and rested? You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think it's like I say. I think it's all set up nice there for 4 cracking games.
Yeah.
4 absolute bangers of games.
Yeah. Buccaneers versus Lions isn't very easy on the eye.
It's not easy on the eye, you think? No, I agree. Yeah. It's not.
But of all the games, that's the one I'm most happy about, like not watching. Because I feel like the Lions.
What we're going to do the watch along with? We're going to do it with the Texans and Ravens.
And the Ravens, yeah. And I'm going to wear a Texans shirt. I'm going to put a bet on the Texans.
See if I can dig me Ray Lewis shirt out if I've got one.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go.
Yep.
There's our little update on what we're thinking of the NFL so far from a British perspective.
Yep.
2 I'd say lightweight fans, really.
Oh yeah,
aren't we?
We're not diehard for anything.
No, we're not diehard for anything, but it's but apart from English football, obviously, then we can talk forever. But it's getting interesting for us, isn't it?
Yep.
Let us know in the comments if you want us to do a watch along. Would you join? Don't know. Even if you popped in for a few minutes of the game,
yep.
At least you'll get a bit of excitement from a British perspective.
Yep.
Wouldn't you? We'd be drinking beers.
Very true.
No doubt. And there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help us grow.
Yep.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.